Hello, ladies and gentlemen of WSU. My name is Corbin, and today I will be casting the Skrim against Oregon State and Washington State. So we are waiting for teams to actually pick things, and honestly, not surprisingly, it's looking like we are going to be seeing a Mercy Kiriko come out for WSU and a Hog comp actually come out for Oregon State, which is going to be pretty interesting to see. The Hog comp definitely does have its strengths and weaknesses. Hog is a very burst damage-esque kind of hero who can easily shred down a tank, and he does have one of the best dispositional tools in the game. However, unlike other tanks, he pretty much lacks mobility. And also, Junker Queen can do more consistent damage than Hog. She's not as bursty, but she does have a better. Never mind. There we go. We're going to be seeing a Diva. Diva's great for countering Hog because she can just soak up all of Hog's damage. Man. And unfortunately, I am all by myself tonight because no one knows anything about Overwatch. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. All right, we are going to be going into the game here. We will be seeing the Mercy Kiriko run out with a Junker Queen, which is actually a pretty decent comp here. And the Sojourn as well on Oregon State. So they are going to be meeting up around this corner here. Nice little hook, and she's going to get bursted down. The wall comes up from Ducky, but it blocks his own teammate. Unfortunately, nothing really too much you can do there. It looks like once you're down your tank, you pretty much cannot win the fight. And so that hook on the tank was absolutely massive, and the Mei kind of just screwed it over. We are gonna be seeing the same comps come out as well. Ducky is gonna be making the swap over to the cast. Whip luckily survives with Shout. However, that is a very long cooldown that he has to wait for in order to re-engage. We are going to be waiting. They are going to be poking a little bit, waiting for that Shout to come back because Shout is one of the best abilities. And Gnome, unfortunately, finds a shot to the head as the commanding Shout does come out and the res as well. So this is going to be good for Washington State here as they are going to be playing more natural cover, and Gnome gets his revenge on Manson right now. And we are going to be seeing a res come out, and nope, Gnome denies that. Absolutely phenomenal play right there from Gnome, and we are going to be, and they ain't even cap point yet. Come on, man. And so we are going to be going into, and so we do have a bit of an ult fight coming up here soon. They do have the mirroring Kiriko ults, so that's going to be the most important ult to go into this next round. And so High Noon is going to be good based off of that is actually a massive pick on the Mercy there. That's very unfortunate the Mercy had to die, and we do see Ducky use the High Noon relatively early there, and we are going to be seeing the fight slowly reset as they are waiting for the Mercy. Nice little hook there onto the Junker Queen, and the ult is coming out, and that ult is absolutely massive. It does catch 3. The whole Hog is out as well, and that Junker Queen is so far in the front line, it's going to be pretty difficult to actually do anything. Lickens comes in with the save. Nice little cleanse there as we are going to be seeing WSU start to retreat while only using a couple of ults. And so the ult field is relatively even right now. The Sojourn ult is going to be great to work with here. Here comes the Oregon State's Sojourn ult, as we are going to be seeing Whip go all the way into the backline here. He's still alive somehow, but he does use Shout, so that leaves him in a very vulnerable position, and yes, he does get cleaned up. We are going And this is going to be very difficult for Washington State to come back unless some gets a miracle res, but it doesn't look like it. Gnome has to really carry this fight in order to actually do something, but yeah, fighting a 3v5 is a little difficult. However, now it's a 3v4. We are going to be seeing the Kiriko get on the point here. The Sticking Aid's able to force her back. And so the Junker Queen's able to come back and finds the kill on the Mercy. This is the tempo shift that they needed. Ramacho's not the tempo tank, it is Junker Queen. As we go into the next, as Whip is just cleaning up house right now. It's a little difficult with the Sojourner in the backline to actually do anything. And that will be first point going over to Washington State.
Time for the reckoning.
All right. So Washington State is now up 1-0 in this fight, or point, what should I say? And so we are going to be seeing, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same comps here. It seems like that's kind of what's been working for them. And we are actually going to be seeing the Junker Queen mirror go into this next point, as well as Duckies may come back. So a pretty traditional Ryan comp coming out from Washington State, except you do have the Kiriko instead of the BAP. I wonder how well that'll work, considering that Kiriko is great for only single target healing, and her best part, and Ryan comps usually tend to require more healing than whatnot. And so we are going to be seeing the Junker Queen come in early here. Nice little wall coming in. Nice pin coming in from Whip. And this is the fight where Ryan wants to be. However, Ryan's shield does go down, so it's going to be difficult for him to actually push up here. He is going for the pin. He does get the pin onto the Reaper, and Reaper does go down. But that is traded for their Kiriko, and Kiriko is the bulk of their healing here, so that's going to be very difficult for Whip to actually stay up. But it doesn't matter, because Washington State's going to be winning this fight anyways. Oh no, wait a minute. The Earth Shatter already online for Whip, so that's gonna be a nice little piece of utility to actually do stuff. We are gonna be seeing the swap onto the Ana. Ana is actually better in this comp because she can definitely keep up with Ryan's aggression, but Gnome unfortunately gets caught out with a knife to the back, so this is going to be 4v5 entering the fight for Washington State, and they make it a 4v4. Nice shatter, and the cleanse actually does come right on time. However, that Junker Queen ult is going to be absolutely massive there, but it's not really going to, it's only going to find the tank, and the tank's able just to get healed right back up. Nice nade coming out from Mr. Lickens here, as we do see the Mayfreeze come into fight, and the Reaper is just trying to flank on the back line. Unfortunately, there's a big old shield in your face, but doesn't matter, especially when the rest of your team is dead. Sounds like my average rank game in Masters, especially when I get a plat for support. All right, we are going to be going into a bit of an ult fight. We got both support ults online for Washington State and both DPS ults online for Oregon State. It's going to be relatively interesting to see how they're able to actually utilize these. Hope the beat may come on time as well. Yep, here comes an early beat, which is relatively interesting. It does catch the Junker Queen out. Junker Queen is getting relatively low, but the Suzu comes in on time. The Sojourner comes in for Oregon State, and this is able to clean up for everyone. Interesting ult coming in from Washington State. It is still very they did lose their tank, so unfortunately, the good news is for Washington State, they do retain their nano, and they did build up to that Death Blossom as well, and they were able to force out Kiriko ult, so we're going to be seeing mirroring Death Blossoms on the other side in a fight that Oregon State must win. All right, nice little knife coming out relatively early there. And nice Reaper ult as well. Reaper's looking for it. There it is! The counter Reaper ult, unfortunately, it gets shut down because he got a shotgun right to the face. And Gnome is typing in chat. Keep in mind, this is a bit of a rivalry. WSU and Oregon State are in the same exact conference. And so we are going to be seeing the point flip over to Washington State, and Washington State has a 1 ultimate advantage right now. That Blizzard could put in a ton of work, as we are going to be seeing the Valkyrie come in relatively early. That Junker Queen ult is absolutely massive. It does find the Lucio, and unfortunately, it looks like Washington State is going to be losing this fight here. So they do have to recap. The good news is they do have the ultimates to do it. The bad news is they got to go into a Sojourn here, which, and they don't have much time, so they're forced to play on point here. Making the interesting swap over to the Kiriko. I don't know why you wouldn't run Lucio. I mean, yeah, you can touch here and then teleport back out. So they are able to get the touch to force overtime here, and interestingly enough, they use 4 ults to retake that point. All that for pretty much 1 kill. Actually, make that 2 kills as Whip finds the tank and the Mercy. Nice little kill coming in from Mr. Lickens as well. So we are going to be seeing pretty much a dry fight here for the final fight, unless Gnome is able to build up to his pulse bomb relatively quick.
Over there.
All right, we got Gnome sneaking around the back. Nothing too much they haven't caught yet, and so, oh, nice little sleep going on to the, nice little sleep on the Sojourn here. Not sure if they can get the res off. They can, because the wall actually screws them over, but you know what? That's okay, because they got the Reaper. But May goes down in the process. So Gnome has to be huge here with his pulse bomb coming up. And the Ana goes down in the process as well. Gnome has the pulse bomb. It doesn't get anyone, unfortunately, as Gnome does go down to a nice little headshot as well. And we are going to be seeing the swap back onto the Lucio, but too little too late. Oregon State wins this round.
Score 1-1.
And for this final point, we are going to one of my personal favorites. I just like how it's kind of like, there's this kind of weird high ground right in the middle. And that high ground is going to be very important to control, as well as there's a high ground on the left as well. So we are going to be seeing a Brig Sombra Bulk coming out from Washington State here. Cancel that. We are going to be seeing... Never mind. I was right. And so this comp is actually more suited to long-range maps. This map right here is actually a lot closer by design, so I'm curious to see how this will actually work. We are going to be seeing the Ramatra come out from Oregon State, however, and Cassidy got giga buffed here. Whip was forced to use those shields early, so he can't really go in super aggressively until he actually gets those shields back, but he's able to make it work. The Sombra gets forced out, so they do have to play a little bit slower. Mr. Lickens is playing a frontline Brig, and yeah, that's what happens when you play frontline Brig, you just die. So Washington State retains control of the point first. However, the res, they do get a kill on the Cassidy. Not to worry though. Mercy is there to save your day. That Ramatra is getting very, very low, and unfortunately, the ball goes down in the process. Nice little stall coming out from Washington State. They're able to stall it to 20%, which is great, especially on this comp here. So we are going to be seeing a Valkyrie come out from Oregon State and Mines plus a Pulse Bomb coming out from Washington State. Now the Tracer has to be aware of the Pulse Bomb because there's one button in the game that can absolutely cleanse it, and unfortunately they have it on their team. We are going to be seeing the Minefield come in. The Sojourn gets pressured out, and unfortunately she falls to a stray mine that fell on the ground. And Ramatra is going to try the best he could to actually stall the point. Sun does go down to the Cassidy in the process. That pocketed Cassidy does an absolute boatload of damage. However, due to the hack, they're able to clean up, and they just have a lot more mobility than Oregon State's comp right now. All hope isn't lost for Oregon State, though. They do have the Kitsune Rush, but they will be going into Gnome's EMP. Those are going to be the two ults that I'd look out for the most. because depending on how well they play this, Washington State could win a fight or they have a big disadvantage in. And yes, they actually take the fight early, which is very smart before they're able to get onto points. Whip probably with a call out like, hey, let's not play super aggro, or let's play super aggro here, so that way they're forced to use Kitsune. And now he has the mines to counter the Kitsune, which is going to be massive going into this next fight. Alright, we are going to be seeing... Here come the mines relatively early. That's interesting that they're being super proactive on this. The Cassidy does find the Tracer in the process. And now there's pretty much Cassidy on point for free. And it looks like Oregon State's going to win this fight without using any ults. So we are... Yeah, the ball is able to escape. Luckily, that is a lot of ult charge for his supports. Just kidding, because the supports already have ult. Yippee-ki-yay. Alright. We are going to be seeing the rally come relatively early here, getting that Tracer nice and healthy before she dives in. It's going to be... Oregon State does use the high noon to zone off WSU right here, which is actually a very, very nice play because they were going to be playing super aggressive, especially since they had all that overhealth from Briggs' rally. Whip with a very, very high slam. He is super beefy right now. Nice little stick coming in from Ducky. That Cassidy needs to go down, and he does. And it looks like WSU is going to be winning this third and final point. Unless Oregon State pulls off a miracle run, which I highly doubt. Yep, here comes the mines, and yeah, that's gonna be GG's, and it looks like Washington State will take this 2-1. It's a pretty, it is a very pretty map, not gonna lie. Especially if you have those graphics on. Especially if you have those graphics on high, you know. Build a PC. It's actually kind of fun. Just kidding, it's very expensive and took me 3 months back in my paycheck. But yeah, no surprise, we are going to be seeing a snipers come out from both sides. And Kiriko is actually a very good choice here, due to cleanse as well as her long range poke with those kunais. Like she can 2-tap anyone to the head, which actually isn't the support hero, the only support hero that can do that. Fun fact, you know, Zenyatta, because supports deserve to do damage. # free supports. But yeah, we are actually going to be seeing a Torb come out as well, which is relatively interesting. The Torb should do a lot of work here. Hey, yeah, so the Torb is getting ready to set up here. And yeah, that turret is in a very interesting spot there. It's just going to get found out right away and destroyed. So you lose that value for 10 seconds. The Whittle duel is going to be something I'd look out for, and Whip goes down right away. However, that's why the Mercy is there to get the res off. And so if I were Oregon State, I would be pressing the advantage now. There it goes again. Pressure Chef with the nice shots. Absolutely beautiful coming out from Pressure Chef once again. So Widowmaker can absolutely take over a game whenever she wants, it feels like. Especially if she knows how to aim. And so we are just going to be seeing Pressure Chef keep hitting headshot after headshot. And now Oregon State is going to be getting this point, it looks like, very, very early. Yeah. Smart little play coming out from Oregon State as well. They spot out the Widow. Whip is luckily able to escape. It doesn't look like Washington State will be able to contest, as Pressure Chef makes all the space for his team. Widowmaker to tank roll, #2023. Anyways, we are going to be seeing the Widow duel, and oh no, Whip! How do you miss a shot on a Widowmaker not even looking at you? Sun's able to get the res off, so that, which is going to be very important into going into this Widow duel. Which is kind of the main reason why Mercy is decent against Widowmaker. She can definitely get the reses off in a Widow duel, and Gnome's able to find tempo here. I'm very curious, are they going to be trying to res that? It looks like yes, they are. But Washington State's able to push up here. And yeah, Sum's able to find the Mercy kill, but interesting flux coming out here from the Sigma. Unfortunately, he wastes that, so unless he's going to swap, that is going to be a huge investment loss coming in from Oregon State. And yeah, the Sigma thought it was turnable, but the good news is they still have the ultimate advantage going into this next fight.
No one can hide from my
Interestingly enough, Whips pops his ult and still loses the Widow duel. Alright, we are going to be seeing the BAP slam down, and just kidding, never mind. He got shot in the air before he was able to do anything. The Sigma is on the low ground. Low ground Sigmas are the best kind of Sigmas. But nothing really too much you can do, especially if you get a rock to the face. Alright, Oregon State is going into this with a massive ult advantage. They have 4 ults compared to WSU's 1. The good news is for WSU, it is the best ultimate in the game still, because you can just output a lot of damage.
No one.
And we are going to be seeing Whip swap over to the Ashe, and Ducky finds the pick onto the Widow, so that's 1 ultimate down. And so the Dragon Strike does come in. That zones off everyone away from the point, but despite not even having a single ult, WSU was able to win that fight. Wow, that Mercy escaped by the hair of her chinny chin. And WSU now has the ult advantage. Actually, never mind. They only have Dragon Strike, which can easily get countered with the Baptiste E. Oh, nice rock coming out as well. Mr. Lickens does escape, barely lives his life. And as Sum does go down, nice little dragon coming out, splitting the rest of the team just to buy some time. But unfortunately, it is for their inevitable doom, as we do see the window come out from the BAP, and that is a lot of damage. So I'm not sure if Washington State will be able to recontest this due to how slow their comp is. And yeah, they're not going to be able to recontest this. They're just going to be setting up for this final point. Oregon State is playing smart here. They're playing up. The Sojourn's able just to get free picks. After free picks. Never mind, not if Hanzo shoots an arrow to the head. The Mercy does get the res off, however, so that is going to be nice, but the BAP does go down in the process here. The Sojourn's on high ground, and yeah, Ducky playing so far up like that. Nice little kill on the Mercy there. Bob does come in for WSU. Unfortunately, it's not the only thing that it's going to do is charge up Sojourn left click or right click, excuse me. So nothing really too much they can do there. The good news is though, Gnome does have a flux of his own, which can actually be massive here for WSU. And it looks like they will be setting up high ground. They're just gonna ignore the cart for now. The Ashe does get very, very low, but they do have that high ground advantage. Look at this angle that WSU has. It's not really a pincer attack per se. The Sigma is getting very low. Mr. Lickens is able to drop down and contest. And so is Whip. It does look like we are going to be seeing a flux. That is a 4-man flux going into this point. Gnome gets 2 kills. Can he find the Mercy? Yes, he can. And Gnome will be getting a 3K for that fight. Absolutely massive play coming out from Gnome. And as they were only just to win that, fight, only just to 1 ult. If I were Oregon State though, I wouldn't be surprised if they were stacking ults just to win 1 fight. Because you can definitely win 1 fight with 5 ults. Unless an enemy team, for some reason, perfectly times the Transcendence.
The barrier's weakened.
Alright. The Kitsune Rush is coming out relatively early. That Sigma is nice and healthy, but some does take a shot to the body. Nothing really too much you can do there. The res does come off, and now WSU has to go into this 4v5, this final fight here. Let's see, can anyone touch? It looks like they are going to be swapping onto the Lucio and the ball, which is going to be absolutely massive. The rock comes through. Nothing really too much that... The rock is very unfortunate that to the Kiriko survivability. And it's not really looking good for Washington State here, as Oregon State looks like they're about to push this into the final point.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Ready for battle.
All right. So, some takeaways from that last round. WSU, they did play the comp that is highly recommended for this map, and so. But unfortunately, it was way too slow. We are going to be seeing Lickens go on to the Moira, which that'll actually be kind of funny. You know, maybe get a little flank Moira action. Let me check and see one thing real quick. All right, we are going to be seeing the DPS Moira come out from Lickens. I did get confirmation. It's going to be... interestingly enough, we are going to be seeing a Winston comp come out.
5, 4, 3.
Oh man, I love the voice lines so much. Just kidding, they make me go insane.
Stop the pain. Disrupting. Over there.
Well, never mind. It looks like Lickens is healing, which isn't how you're supposed to be playing Moira. The way you're supposed to be playing Moira is pretty much to fade into the back line and have him and then just do damage, right? I mean, and one other thing you gotta do is just flame your team. So smart little comp from WSU here. The Pharah is actually doing a lot of damage, and this is just able to force the team back. The good news is though for Oregon State is that they're going to be getting a recontest here, as we are going to be waiting for. Respawns, but Whip does find the pick finally on the pressure shift. Despite getting diffed most of the game, Whip is able to find a pick, and he does once again. He actually did it. He diffed the enemy. He diffed the enemy Widow. But the issue is that the rest of his team is dead. Unless Gnome can carry on Winston, which I highly doubt because he is 1 HP. You can literally lick him and he'll probably die. And yeah, they licked him. Pretty good. Alright, we are going to be seeing some Widow sightlines coming out from Whip here. The Sigma is actually kind of smart on the to shoot the Widow there, because one thing that Sigma does to Widow is that every time he's able to land close shots there, then he's able to flinch her. You're going to be seeing the Barrage come out, and yeah, Barrage is basically a boomer bust ultimate. And Lickens is frontlining as Moira. Well played, sir. Remember to flame your team afterwards, because it's your team's fault that you died, not yours. And we are going to be seeing the Mercy kill come on. How does the Mercy have more kills than a Moira this game? I have absolutely zero idea.
That's teamwork.
Tracer here.
Alright, nice little dynamite coming in and headshot as well. The Tracer is on the Ash now, and nice shot coming out from Whip. It's very difficult it's very difficult to actually get a res when there is a Tracer on your back. But you know what? Cassidy is like, screw you, I haven't made negative grenade. Let me just stick it onto you, Moira, because I can't aim. I'm just kidding, he can definitely aim. Don't take that seriously, Cass, if you're watching this VOD afterwards. Alright, Gnome is going bananas in the spawn there as the Winston. And we are, looks like WSU is going to be able to catch this next point. Coalescence is going to be absolutely massive here, but remember, you only want to do damage with it because... Because, again, it's Moira. Moira, unfortunately, goes down relatively early here to the Cassidy, so, love it when you get caught out on a flank like that. But Whip is just able to find headshots once again. Now, Whip has so much space to work with. Nice little pulse bomb coming out from Ducky as well. The Sigma, unfortunately, was right there. You know, he's going to pop his ult because why not? Can the Mercy live? Yes, she can. Absolutely. Another unfortunately timed flux for the Sigma. It's okay, it's only his second. With all my ranked teammates, they have at least 13. So we are, they are going to be playing a little bit further back now. WSU is going to have a very difficult time. Oh, never mind, there's the high ground. Can they kill the Ashe before she gets healed? And no, they cannot. The Baptiste is right there to pick her back up. The High Noon coming in from behind. Where is the High Noon? Oh, never mind. The High Noon was on low ground. I'm just kidding. And now Oregon State does have the man advantage. Unfortunately, that is another magnetic grenade death for Mr. Lickens.
Patched up.
Over there.
Hey.
All right, as we are going to be going into this next fight here, we are going to be seeing these nice little soaking ball coming into this next fight. You better use his ult here. You better use his ult. No, come on, Mr. Lickens. I know you're better more than that. You got rocked. Dude, you're saving your ult till GTA 6. Kill that Cassidy in the back, please.
Let's move this payload.
Nice, there you go. You finally popped an ult. I'm so proud of you. Alright, he does avoid the rock. As we are going to be waiting for the Cassidy to actually die, and he does. Mr. Lickens is going deep on this Moira. Look at him suck every single person off. I can make an R-rated joke right now, but WSU would sue me for malpractice. We are going to be going into this final fight here, as WSU does have a major positional advantage. However, the Bob coming out from Pressure Chef should put a wrench in their plans. He is doing a lot of damage. However, like my gold teammates, they are shooting the tank. And we are going to be seeing the Sigma walk onto point. Unfortunately, he's not going to get too much done, especially when he's the only person on it. And WSU is able to win via time.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Ready for battle.
All right, they are going to decide to play it out here. So, I'm not sure how overtime works with the scrim code. I think they just play it out normally. So,
Hey.
all right, we are going to be seeing Gnome on the Reinhardt, which is actually going to be a fun character to play. I wouldn't be surprised here if they are going to be holding close. Whip on, yeah, no, they're absolutely holding close. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, long day. But yeah, the Baptiste is actually going to be relatively solid here because Lamp is such a great counterplay to their comp. The issue is, can he get Lamp off?
Get real.
Oh god, I'm getting dizzy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright. As the doors open, they do not know that the team comp is right beneath them, as they are going to be starting to walk forward here in just a second. As my Siri goes off, but Sigma finds out! Oh no! They are able to get the lamp down, but this is a lot of damage coming in from the Sig. Is he able to stay up? No, he is not. He takes a railgun straight to the face.
30 seconds remaining.
As we are going to be seeing, oh no, Ducky! A railgun straight to the face as well. But Mr. Lickens gets the trade onto the Moira. As we are going to be seeing the Widow trying to go for a major clutch here. Can Pressure Shaft do it? I think he can. Just kidding. No, he cannot. He needs to be healed first. Can they even touch the cart? Yes, they can, because Sigma is a tanky bitch. As we go into this final fight, we are going to be seeing the Sojourn go onto the flank. Can he find any value? Yes, he can. He's able to force Bap to use his shift. And we are going to be seeing the Widow go down. Nice Mercy as well. The Shatter from Gnome finds the Sojourn. But unfortunately, Sojourn's mobility is too fast for Reinhardt's. But WSU wins. Or excuse me, they don't win yet. They have to win the final point and actually push it there.
3 to 3. Switching sides. Ready for battle.
Alright, so we are going to be seeing some on the Moira now, so that is, oh boy, this is gonna be good. Alright, Lalith, I do not care what goes on in this game. Spectate some, because this Moira duel is about to be intense. And so yeah. Oh.
5,
Everyone's
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
Alright, now we have a reason to boo Oregon State. They decided not to honor the duel. As some is now bamboozled where that Moira is. Unfortunately, they don't have one. And some is healing, which is a freaking throw pick right now. Okay, we are gonna be seeing the Pharah do a lot of damage here, and yeah, that's both supports. This is gonna be very difficult for Oregon State to win, and yeah, they're probably just gonna outright lose this comp, unless the Ramacha for some reason kills 5, but I highly doubt that, considering that pretty much everyone's alive. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. And WSU takes it once again. Yippee! We're going to be seeing some insta-lock the Reinhardt, essentially. I wouldn't be surprised if he pins from high ground to high ground, because that's what Chad Reinhardt's do. But it looks like Oregon State is not honoring that mirror. Boo him once again in the chat, please. I better see a lot of boos. Actually, we're two party schools. That actually sounds kind of funny. Let's see lots of boos, but only on a Friday night where we can party. Cool. Anyways, as we wait for all teams to get ready, they did add 5 minutes, and we are going to be seeing a comp. Now, that is definitely a team comp. That is a team comp coming out from WSU. That poor Ryan is going to get absolutely no healing. Just kidding. They were able to swap on time. There we go. There we go. Good job. And the boos are coming in chat now. Really appreciate the WSU support. Because you know why? Screw Oregon State. I'm just kidding. Oregon State's actually kind of cool. There's a reason. All right. Now, we are waiting for WSU to actually be ready. There we go. As some with subtle compensation coming out, we are able to get this Kings Row match up and going. The Ramacha versus the Reinhardt. Ram technically has a bit of an advantage here, as he can just transform and punch right through Ryan's shield. However, that is a huge wall coming out from Gnome there, and we are going to be seeing the pin come in. You know what? That's okay. As we are going to be seeing Ryan just do a fuck ton of damage. Excuse my French, we are in England. Alright, Some is going to be building up to that chatter relatively quickly. However, look at Mr. Licken's ult charge. He is 66%. Make that 70 with another nice shot there. And he can definitely build up Nano well before they have any other support ults. Oh, what a pin! Some coming from the back lines like John Cena. You cannot see where he was going. Lalith, please tell me you got that on stream. He barely missed it, unfortunately. I am going to cry because that single Ryan's mainstream just to take a TP and come out with a pin on the other side. Alright, we are going to be seeing the Shatter come out and the Nano as well. Oh no, Kiriko Cleanse does come out, which is a ability to use to counter an ultimate, which is so freaking good and healthy for this game. It definitely doesn't make people upset at all. We are going to be seeing the main freeze come out as well, just to confirm the fight for WSU. Unfortunately, that was a lot of investment for one fight there. And now they have a pretty minor ult, actually a pretty major ult disadvantage, excuse me. Alright. The good news is for WSU though is that they do have a beat to counteract the Kiriko ult. And that Sim is starting to charge up relatively quickly, and yes, it does find the Ramatra in the progress. The Pharah on high ground is going to be relatively annoying for the rest of the team to deal with unless she decides to play low ground like an absolute beta, which she does, and the Sim is able to go high ground and absolutely destroy her with her beam. Now, we are going to be seeing the ult field relatively shift in favor of Oregon State, as that beat can be absolutely massive going into this next fight. The Pharah ult, the barrage is going to be difficult to deal with as well. Unfortunately, the sleep misses, and the pin doesn't really do too much. So we are waiting for both teams to actually get into position. However, the Sim does go down right into progress to the Junkrat, but the Junkrat gets traded. Will Pharah barrage this? Yes, she does. She solo barrages her own mother. How could you do this? She gave birth to you. And then we are going to be seeing the Ryan try and pin the Pharah. You know what? That's okay. I would have done that myself too. Can he escape? Yes, he can. But Sam dies in the process. Alright. That junk has done so much damage. Lucio is able to live through the trap though, however, which is kind of nice. As we are waiting for as we are waiting for the team to actually cross the choke. WSU has a major ult advantage going into this next fight. The Pharaoh does go down. Grandma does snipe her own child out into the sky. Nice little shatter coming in. That is 3 players down, as we are going to be seeing a Nano Ryan just clean up pretty much everyone. And that was some shatter right there. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That was absolutely terrible. We are going to be seeing the Bastion come out, which means that they are, well, that is an absolute massive brain TP play, and that pretty much stops any momentum that Oregon State had going. That is a devastation for the Mentals, as my old team would like to call it. And we are going to be seeing WSU come out Oregon State come out left side. 2 mines onto Mr. Lickens, doesn't kill him anymore, luckily, because Junkrat got a pretty fat nerf. However, he is 11 HP and able to survive right in the back line. The sim wall does come out for Washington State, and interestingly enough, they're not really going to be utilizing it too much, more like an extra Rhine shield. Alright, the tire is coming behind. Nice beat. It only finds Reinhardt, and Reinhardt's able to just get healthy right back up. Interestingly enough, Ryan is diving the backline with the Symmetra, but Symmetra dies in the process to the Bastion. This is why you play Bastion against Ryan, because he does so much damage and Ryan can't really do much. Fun fact, Ryan's charge only takes Bastion to half if he's transformed. I found that out the hard way during my rank games today. Cool. Luckily, Mr. Lickens is able to escape. Let's see if he's able to hit a massive nade. Never mind, he got spotted.
That must sting.
And yeah, he's able to back off right now. Ducky is going to be making that swap onto the Sombra. And we are going to see the Ana come from the top ropes here. Kind of like a WWE style with the chair. Except the chair is a biotic grenade that will explode and injure his enemies to death. And that nade is blocked. Nice little sleep coming out as well. However, the ultimate from Ramatra is able to stay on even through sleep. Unfortunately, WSU loses the fight using both a Nano and a Shatter. The good news is, though, they do have their male will be able to try and contest this. Probably he does get trapped, and he does go flying up into the air. Alright. So the Sombra translocator is actually right behind the Ramatra. He doesn't know about that, because that is some big brain strats right there. Ryan is pinning in here, as we do see a massive EMP going in to shift the tempo fight in the favor. Let's see if the tempo tank can actually shift the fight back in favor of Oregon State. It doesn't look like it, because he is getting relatively low. So we are going to be going into this. So we are going to be seeing the final fight come out from Oregon State here. And the Bastion does go down in the process, not performing a single kill with his ultimate. And so we are going to be waiting to see WSU actually take this fight, as the Shatter is coming up for WSU. Nice little beat coming out, and yes, the Ana is able to live. You know why? Because Lucio's beat is freaking awesome. The male gets absolutely 0 people. Reminds me once again of the males on my team, as we do see the hack come out and the Ramatra do fall. WSU is going to hold it right before the 3rd point. And so, WSU will be going into this next map because they played a Rhine instead of a Ramatra. Filthy meta cucks.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Ready for battle.
Alright. How's everyone in chat today? How was their school day? Did it go well? Terrible? God awful? I'm assuming assuming everyone had a good day at school, right? I mean, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's the weekend. I'm not going to sing any of the weekend songs because of copyright infringement. And I know y'all want to hear my beautiful voice because fortunately all 15 of you have been staying in this call, listening to me, or I can be like an ASMR page. So, you guys wanna watch some Overwatch today? Let's listen to the wonderful sounds of Overwatch as we wait for both teams to actually get ready. We are going to be seeing Sam go back onto the Reinhardt as he goes into this next point. We are waiting for Oregon State to actually ready up, and they finally do.
1. Attackers incoming.
They are TPing on the high ground here. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do it because they forgot that Bastion Transform actually moves nowadays. Nice little stick coming out from Gnome. They were doing a lot of damage with this Bastion nades. We're going to be seeing some go in with an aggressive pin here, finding the Kiriko, which is actually kind of funny. So that was a 20,000 IQ big brain play. I don't know why you're holding your shield up against the Ramatra because you won't be able to do crap other than lose your shield. You are going to be seeing the Lucio try to escape here, and luckily he does. The Sim is on the flank right now. Let's see if the Sim is Stevo. No, he is not. That is Ducky. I am just kidding. Gnome is going to be having his ult here soon. Whip is going to be overextending like my average support teammate. And we are going to be pretty much at a fight reset here. However, WSU did lose their tank. Or, excuse me, OSU did lose their tank. So WSU is able to take this space for free. We are going to be seeing the Bastion ult coming out as signaled by the... Alright, the Bastion ult is coming down. It's making a rain of fire like World War II on Britain. The poor soul's already been through it enough. No, don't do it to him again. Unfortunately, no one dies for Oregon State. As we do see the double fire strike come in. Unfortunately, the fire strikes find absolutely no one. Bastion is on the flank, but Bastion dies on the flank. And they are going to be trying to res him. Nice little shatter does get the Ramatra. However, that is countered by a single button press because that comes back every 14 seconds because Overwatch doesn't know how to balance this game. We are going to be seeing the Ryan just pretty much die here. It will Mr. Lickens get out of? Unfortunately not. He takes some sound waves to the face. However, Sum is able to escape with his life.
Over there.
Cool. Alright. WSU does force an early usage of Nemesis form here. As we do see a Pharaoh on the flank right now. Unfortunately, nothing really too much they can do with the shield. It kind of does counter the symbol right there. Nice little window here. Unfortunately, the window is going to get relatively limited value because all Oregon State needs to do is literally walk backwards. And we are going to be seeing some more Bastion bombs come in once again, bombing Britain like it's World War II as we go into this next mini phase of the map. Farrah is on the flank right now. Mercy does the roundabout. He's able to survive as we do see Gnome kill his own Mercy. Unfortunately, there is the best ult in the game. Just kidding. No, it's not. It is Overclock. We're going to be seeing the Lucio be the last line of defense on point. And unfortunately, you cannot do anything with a 600-pound German man carrying a hammer. I'm kind of... isn't it kind of weird that there's a German man invading British soil? We are. It's historical. It's just all right. And Ryan does go down in the process. He does face 1,000 bullets from Bastion. Nice little boot coming out from Gnome there to kind of delay the progress any further, but nothing really too much that the rest of the team can't do. And yeah, Gnome, that's kind of a rough position. You ain't gonna win that. Look at the amount of damage this Bastion is doing. Luckily, the Bastion transformed relatively early, so Washington State can 100% push on this point. We are going to be seeing the Pharaoh ult trying to come in. It is a very difficult ult to actually land. And so, will Oregon State be able to prevent it? Unfortunately, it comes in a little bit late as Washington State looks to win their first match. To win this map. The res comes in clutch here as WSU is only 2.65 meters away. We are going to be seeing another bombardment coming in for Britain. It's experiencing the World War II treatment right now as we are going to be, as unfortunately Ramatra uses his ult too aggressively here. And we are going to be seeing WSU take this map. However, it is not over because you know why? This is a Skrim code. We go until the fat lady sings, and unfortunately, the fat lady is not singing yet. Alright, we're going to be seeing Ducky use his ultimate on Bastion here. Got some more World War II sirens coming in. And Gnome unfortunately pins him out, or some pins him out of the way of the Bastion ult. And look at that Bastion on the high ground. That is very scary to deal with. And WSU is able to full cap with time left.
Aerial positioning under.
Score 3-3. Ready for battle.
All right. Are they going to play it out? Probably not. Let's see if Gnome actually takes us back to lobby. Never mind. There we go. Alright, Esperanza. I have no idea where this map takes place, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's Spain. I don't know. So, tonight, it's been fun. Ooh, actually, I should get my stand goal right now. Well, they're going to take 15 minutes to actually pick a damn comp, even though Ball Tracer is the best comp in the game right now. Oh!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective.
All right, I'm just adjusting the mic a little bit. There we go. All right. So now that I am standing up, my legs feel actually stretched. Ducky is going to be on the ball. We are going to be seeing some role swaps here, as some does go back over to the Brigida. Brig is actually going to be pretty good against another ball. The issue is they're not playing ball; they're playing Ramatra. Ducky has been taking a lot of damage, so he's pulling a lot of the team's resources, and unfortunately, some takes the brunt of that because you can't really shield a giant smack in the face from robotic steroids. Nice little kill coming on there. Ducky with a nice pile drive. As we are going to be seeing that Reaper 1 HP. Just kidding, he's going to get a mega health back especially if he shoots the ball. And Pressurized Chef is able to swing this back for his team. Look at Pressurized Chef, just a master at his class, and that is cooking up the enemy team and serving kills on the kill feed. All right. The good news is WSU does have Minefield, and hopefully they pop it so I don't have to spectate any more Ducky's ball. All right, nice little pile drive coming down, forcing the Sojourn off high ground. We're going to be seeing the Minefield come in. Nice little beat too. That does get the Lucio in the process. He does get 2. Let's see, can Ducky get any more? Just kidding, no, he got a Harmony Orb. Yippee.
My ultimate is ready.
Alright. Alright, we are gonna be seeing a very high mobility setup right now. Mr. Lickens on the Genji is currently OTF. If you don't know what that means on the flank. The Transcendence is actually going to be kind of massive in dealing with this Ramatra ult. And so we're going to be seeing the Lucio go down relatively early here. Whip does find the shot on the Zen, but Some does get called out once again on the Brig, so that is a lot of healing down. That Brig is going to be kind of like your main support in this comp. The Reaper does get discorded. Can the Reaper go down? No, he cannot, because he is shooting the ball and he gets health back every single time he shoots someone. Oh no. Oh no, Whip. Oh no, Whip. Oh no, Whip. What was that? Transcendence, man. WSU is going to have to face a gauntlet of ults coming out from Oregon State. I see 5 check marks next to each one of their names. And that's going to be, it's going to be pretty unfortunate to actually fight this. The only ult they really have that can do something is Tracer ult, because Brig ult is literally just 100 extra SP. Speaking of which, here comes the Brig ult. Nice little minefield coming in, and it does catch out the Kiriko. That mine deployment time absolutely didn't mess with them. The Reaper is doing a lot of damage right now. Here comes the Reaper ult. The Reaper does find the pick on the Tracer. Nothing really too much you can do there. And Pressurized Chef, once again, is putting the team on his back like he does. He needs to go to his school chiropractor after this due to how much carrying he's doing.
Death stops for no one.
I'm with you.
Alright, we are going to be seeing the ball kind of roll into here. But the Tracer does go down to a Mei. Mei does a lot of damage to that Tracer. She can actually force a recall if she just lands one shot. And we are going to be seeing a comp switch coming out from WSU. The Lucio Anna rather than the Brig and Zen. Alright. The ball did get a free pile driver off. And luckily he's able to go uncontested. Interesting pile driver coming in, unfortunately. Actually, no, fortunately, that does find the Mei. Again, nice little pile drive. Can they find the kill onto the Reaper? Just kidding, they hit Ramatra Q, which does a lot of damage for absolutely zero reason whatsoever. Can they kill the Tracer? Or the Kiriko? Or just anyone?
We are moving.
Just kidding, they cannot. Rest in peace.
Ultimate is charging.
Alright. Nice little early minefield coming out here. The beat doesn't drop until relatively later. Luckily, they were able to survive, and it looks like we are going to be seeing a Lucio gap on some. Both supports are down. We are going to be seeing WSU use the blade. Can they win the fight? Unfortunately for WSU, Parrot runs into a mine, but like it's Lucio. Alright. The ball is coming in. Nice little pile drive coming in, getting the Kiriko in the process. Some goes down to a robotic steroid man once again. As we are going to be seeing potentially a death boss coming out from Pressure Chef. Just kidding, he does get slept and murdered.
Robots with us now. Push it.
When your name is literally Reaper, you gotta kill things. And unfortunately, Pressurized couldn't do it there. Today, he served up his team a lost fight. Oh, nice little boot coming in. And nice little grenade as well. That grenade absolutely carried the fight right there. as the Lucio just got absolutely destroyed. Alright. Nice little nade once again coming out from Whip. Alright, the minefield is out. The minefield's out as well on point. Nice little nano coming in. Can he get value with it? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. He was able to boot the Ramatra off the high ground, but Lickens does find the kill onto the Lucio, and that is going to be absolutely massive going into this next fight, as Kiriko is able to escape the ball. Here comes the beat coming out from WSU. Unfortunately, it may not be enough because, you know, Ramatra is one of the best in the game. However, Whip does hit the sleep. There's the two DPS trade each other in the process. However, Oregon State has lost all of its damage, and WSU is going to be moving on up with the robot if they can kill the supports. Well, I don't know why they used the pulse bomb there, man. The poor robot just wanted to live. Don't use it on him. Wow, both the supports were able to live. And look at this. They're coming up on both support ults, which is going to be very difficult for WSU to deal with this next fight. Alright. Tracer on high ground. She got a recall forced early, so now she has to play a little bit safer. WSU, unfortunately, doesn't have any ults to stop this Kitsune rush. Unless they play this to absolute perfection. Whip can definitely build up a nano, and Ducky does get a ball minefield. He is going to use it behind him. And pressurized shift does use the death blossom, and it does get both of the flankers as they just walk into it. And we are going to be seeing an interesting nano come out. WSU thinks this fight is winnable. The thing is, though, it's like, yeah, both their flankers could definitely come back. Just kidding. You can just go back to the spawn room. As May serves up a popsicle for Tracer, we're going to be seeing the ball just kind of roll around, do his own thing, but Anna is caught out in the open, so nothing really too much that WSU can do to protect her. Interesting. That was a male. That was a male of all time. I'm going to be honest with you. So we are... Ball is going to be trying to contest this point here as everyone does come back. Alright, WSU can absolutely contest this before the robot crosses the threshold. That Maywall might have cut off beat for the rest of the team, and yes, it absolutely did. We're going to be seeing Mr. Lickens going to the high ground. Everyone is 1 HP. Just lick him and they'll die, please. The close spawn coming in for Oregon State is going to be super big, as everyone is going to be respawned a lot closer, and they're going to get one extra fight going into this round of overtime.
Really underestimating me.
Alright, nice little stagger on the ball, but Ball does go down in the process. Luckily, Ball is faster than Usain Bolt in this game for some reason, and we are going to be seeing him back into the fight in no time. So the issue is that tank hold is absolutely massive. Lucio does go down in the process. Nice little stick coming out from Mr. Lickens. Uh-oh, that is a very unfortunate pick. Now WSU has lost most of their damage, and oh my goodness, May with the insane shot. Can they survive? Absolutely. And we are going to be seeing the nano come onto the ball. Can Ducky do anything with the nano? It does look like it. He is able to get the Kiriko. We are going to be seeing pressurized Chef cook up another W for his team. Reaper is very low, however, he is getting hard pocketed right now. The caster goes down in the process as well. That is mostly consistent damage from WSU down, and Oregon State takes the map by distance. Like, for example, there's a map that's close range, which is good for Brawl. Like this one right here, this is Control Center. And then there's going to be Legion Gardens, which is more open and better for higher mobility comps. And then the final point, which you should play whatever you want. The preferred strategy is that you get a sim. All right, we are going to be seeing a few team swaps here. Some is going to be on the Junkie Poo, as we do have a Reinhardt for you. The meta seems to be Oregon State's way, and trust me, I do not like what they're about to say. If you can't tell already, the rhymes I'm doing are pretty heavy.
4, 3, 2,
And if you think this next line is gonna rhyme, it is not. Cool. Let's go into this point here before I make everyone lose their sanity. All right. We are going to be seeing Oregon State try to take control of the point relatively early. Fortunately for WSU, it is locked right now. As we do see a nice little trade going on. Unfortunately, that is a bulk of their damage. The sim is just cooking right now. Mr. Lickens, you're 1 HP, brother. Mr. Lickens, how are you alive? Just kidding. You charged in and you died.
I finished my project.
All right. All right. It does look like the Rhine is back. Mr. Lickens is going to be swinging on the enemy team once again, as we are going to be seeing him go to the left here. Will he be able to pin into? No, he will not. And is he on the sim? No. Some does go down in the process. We are going to be seeing the pin. Unfortunately, he cancels it early. He could have gotten the junk, but you know what? That's what you get when you don't play Reinhardt that often. However, they do trade tanks. We are going to be seeing WSU still try and win this. The Lucio is getting cooked down, and the Lucio does go down to a Junkrat mine. All right, we are seeing both the sim walls, not really in perfect parallel, more out like a, I'd say that's a, well, it's definitely a supplementary angle right there, but you know what, that's okay, I'm not a math major. We are going to be seeing the amount of spam that Junkrat has been doing has been crucial for WSU's rotations. We're going to be seeing WSU pull a something I like to call the funny strat, where they dive off high ground, and here they come. Just get, and it killed the Lucio.
I'm good to go.
Can he land a shatter? Absolutely. There's the Kiriko in the back. She is 1 HP. Unfortunately, Mr. Lickens gets cooked down by the Symmetra, and that is a nice little beat coming in from Oregon State as they shift the tempo of the fight with the Ramatra. That's why he is called the tempo tank. But no worries, because Gnome is here to save the day. Ramachu's chasing you away. Call Gnome anyway. Whatever.
Now you see me? Now you don't. A complete recovery.
All right. It looks like we are going to be seeing WSU play the filthy meta tank, because Mr. Lickens cannot play Reinhardt to save his life. It's okay, I know the guy. Interesting tire there. Unfortunately, it doesn't do too much other than get into steroid guy's arms. The good news is though, they got him anyways. And this does look like another fight win for Washington State as Oregon State just backs off. Oh, okay, so we are going to be seeing a whip battle come in. Watch me whip, watch me nay-nay between the two Ramatras. All right. Nice little ult coming in as well. The shield is there. But you know what? You can't really do too much against a big old beefy dude named Ramatra, who is going to be running it down main now because you know why? There is no tank to get into your way. Man. Oh my goodness, that is a massive tire. That canceled 3 things at once. That canceled the immortality field, it killed the Lucio, and it killed the tire sent in by some. However, look at the damage coming in from Washington State. They're able to clutch this. Look at Mr. Lickens, he's so low. Can they save him? No, they cannot. But there's the Vestal in the game right now. That is slowly draining away the life force. However, he does go down in the process. Oregon State used everything they had in the breadbasket. And Washington State has their signal ult here. Alright, we are going to be seeing Mr. Lickens trying to go in for an ultimate here. He is doing the whip and nay-nay, but unfortunately for Lucio, you can't really do anything against a giant robot chasing you down at the speed of Usain Bolt, and Washington State will take this round 100-99.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
Man. Ugh. Don't y'all have homework to do or something? Like, why are you listening to me talk? All right, we are going to be seeing the Winston come out today for Mr. Lickens. Let's see if Mr. Lickens can actually do something on this funky monkey. They are going to be taking the sim to point. Interestingly enough, they're actually going to be winning this fight. As the DPS just clean up shop, like Sum has been doing phenomenal on this Pharah. Whip was not feeling 100% there as he I mean I just saw him almost die to sim turrets. He was forced to use Wraith, which is kind of funny. Let's see, can the cast die? He does avoid the magnetic grenade, however he does use his escape tool in the process. That's not what you want to do on Reaper, aka flank, and use that to not escape. And yeah, unfortunately, Reaper enjoys eating the monkey. So pressurized chef, or pressure chef, good job. Monkey's on the menu tonight. Unfortunately, there's no Ana on Oregon State's team, so we cannot see a Winston leap, Winston zap, Winston ult, Winston nap. Alright, we are going to be seeing the engagement relatively come early here. As Mr. Lickens is taking a ton of pressure here. Alright. That's funny that they said heroes never die and the Winston died. But that... Oh, is this... It's still doable. It's 1v2 right now. Can, Oh, no. It's a 1v1. Mans is actually going to be clutching this. Can Mans get the health back? Never mind, there's Winston. And there's a Reaper back on point. And now Lucio is too. Why, he booping him into his team, bro? Yep. And as we see, WSU think that they could win it. Unfortunately, they cannot because, man, Zan, a man, absolutely came in clutch for his team.
Clobbered.
Alright, we are going to be seeing Gnome swap back onto the Kiriko, and Licken's on ball. Oh boy, this should be fun to watch. Alright, Lickens is swinging in, but Lickens is able to boop off too. Fair gets credited with the kill because, you know why, she booped him last. Alright, and WC is going to be able to capture this point. Let's see if they can make it a 74% comeback. I can do quick maths. Alright. Mr. Lickens right now on the flank. However, Casty knows he is right there. He's able to check that flank on the cast, but just kidding. Let's see. Alright, nice little barrage coming in. Does find the tank. Unfortunately, so Oregon State cannot engage, unfortunately, as WSU just wins a free fight by, you know what, solo-loading their tank. Oh, that is actually a massive kill onto that cast as well. That's a nice stagger. Can they kill the Lucio? Yes, they can. And Gnome right now is getting headshot after headshot. Look at that. That is 3 from Gnome on his signature character. And 4. Make that 4 headshots in a row. Gnome absolutely popping off. And his ego must be absolutely massive right now. Bigger than the gold player who's a tank main. And they do have the Kitsune going into this next fight. And we are going to be seeing Mirren Kitsunes, and the Cassie does go down. Will Reaper stay alive? Unfortunately not. Can Reaper touch? Yes, he can, barely. And well, Oregon State looks like they're about to win this final point unless the Kiriko, or unless the Anna can come back and nano someone. Can she nano the ball? Probably not. Let's see, will Anna be able to do it? Anna is back on point. The nano comes onto the Reaper. The Reaper isn't able to find the Kiriko, unfortunately, but he is getting hard pocketed by the Anna. Why are they focusing the Reaper? I do not know. Oh my goodness, Reaper gets 2. It's still 100% winnable. Can they touch? No, they cannot. Oregon State, by the skin of their teeth, is able to take this win on this map. It ain't over yet.
1-1.
Hey, you want to know something funny?
Ready for battle.
I gotta get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Right or wrong, I'm gonna finish this war.
Yeah, I'm screwed. It's okay, though. I've had worse nights of sleep. Yeah. Yeah, because let's just say Kojo tired. Kojo wake up at 5. Kojo tired. Kojo wake up at 5 a.m. Kojo observe. Kojo see Ball, Reaper, Sombra, Lucio, Kiriko come out from WSU. And Kojo see Filthy Metacomp come out from Oregon State University.
Capture the objective.
Kojo observe Mr. Lickens on ball. Kojo noticed that Sim TP on point, and Mr. Lickens missed the rollout because Mr. Lickens no ball player. Kojo see that Lucio hacked, and Lucio go down. That is very good. Kojo slowly losing sanity as Kojo talk in third person. Kojo see Mr. Lickens absolutely popping off. Can Mr. Lickens stay alive? Kojo think not. But Kojo think, see Mr. Lickens constantly going in. The teleporter for Oregon State. Kojo notice. Unfortunately, Oregon State capture point. And Kojo say that is fight over. However, Kojo see Mr. Whip gets a kill on 2. Kojo see Mr. Whip get a kill on 2. And make that 3 as Ducky gets counterpart. See, Kojo no big words. Kojo no supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Kojo do not know what Lalith said. Kojo think Lalith very smart. How about Kojo see TP here? Kojo see May. Oh no. Oh no. May live. That is bad. Ice never live. Kill Ice Devil right now. Ice Devil dead. Kojo happy. Alright. Kojo see Mr. Lickens is actually doing relatively well on mode. Fake TP to point. To pressure. Alright, I can't do this anymore. Anyways, we are going to be seeing a Sombra flank in the backline, not surprisingly. They're checking the rotations out, and it looks like the Kiriko is hacked. Unfortunately, the stealth comes out relatively late here. But the ball is playing super aggressively here. Nice little Blossom coming in from Whip, able to get two. And everyone is cleaned up as the Sigma, or the Ramatra just drops himself off the map. It looks like WSU is going to be playing this very aggressively here, especially with their EMP. And here comes the Kitsune ult. Can they get the EMP off? Oh no. Dumb. You gotta hit E, bro. You gotta TP back. Now that was some Sombra play right there. As we see, the ball absolutely disrupt. Oh no, the Sim's able to touch. And every single ult for Oregon State is coming out. Pressure Chef, I do not know what you're cooking, but holy crap, that is a massive EMP coming out. As we see the minefield come out as well. The Mind Stew get the Kiriko as Symmetro is 1 on point. And you know what? Washington State is going to win this map 2-1.
Thought you needed the help.
Yippee! And that looks like the final map of WSU.